Dang it. That was terrible. Oh, there is one in here. Okay. No way that worked. Oh my gosh, there's no way that worked. Oh, well, I wasn't really expecting that. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Hardcore Minecraft. As you can see, we have started off our episode pretty lucky today. Yeah, I have no words. That was my second try. So, yeah, anyways, that happened. Today's episode, we are gonna be kind of doing a continuation of the last couple episodes as well as the last stream I did. We started working on the Nether Hub and just on some stuff around the base, and I think I just want to keep that going. It's just starting to take care of some miscellaneous things that need to be taken care of, things that I've kind of been putting off for a while. I think it's time we do that. So today is gonna kind of be a mix of everything. There's going to be a lot of things going on, working on the base, maybe working on some of the terraforming, maybe working on the Nether Hub. I'm kind of just going to see as I go. Alright, so we are starting things off here with a time lapse. I decided to continue working on the Nether portal room to try and get that black hole effect. I'm doing a gradient upwards, starting from black concrete and then through to blackstone and the blackstone bricks. Then we're going to deep slate, and then that's going to fade into the regular stone bricks at the top. Alrighty guys, so I have all of the walls done for this room, except for the middle. I haven't done the center column yet. We will get there. I think it's looking really good. I can see the floor, which is a little bit annoying, so my options are, I'm gonna wait and see what it looks like once I get the middle column in. If it's not dark enough, my two options are basically lower the floor to, I don't know, probably bedrock, or I do the glass effect, which I really don't want to do, but at some point I'm going to do this metal column. I'm going to wait to see. I'm going to have a think. I'm going to kind of leave it for now and just think about it. I think I'm going to do a little bit of work on these walls here. Put some, I think I said in the last episode that I might put like some sewers here. I think I'm also going to leave the roof for now just because I don't know what I want the ceiling to look like yet. But yeah, I think I'm going to put some sewage pipes in here and see how it looks. Now I am going to put Fulbright on for this just because it'll make things a little bit easier for me to see, and I guess for you guys to see while I build this. Not too big. That's also way too low. Maybe we might just have to do something like that. Now the only annoying thing is that I don't really have any way to do the sides. Like I can do that, but I don't really have a way to extend the side here. Unless I use walls or like, no, not fences, what's it called? Bars? Also, if my voice sounds a little bit rough, I apologize. I'm losing it a little bit. Yeah, see, that kind of looks terrible, I'm not gonna lie. What if I just do, like... Nope, absolutely not. Okay, let's go get some pale oak shelves and see what that looks like, 'cause that's the only way I can think of. Okay, let's see what this looks like. I don't have a lot of hope, but, yikes, okay. Dude, that looks so bad. Hey. Goodbye. think this might be my best option here. Yeah, let's get rid of this and look at it. Yeah, I think that's gonna have to be it. Unfortunately. I don't understand why there's not a stair variant of that, of the the smooth stone. Like, why no stair? Why no stair? I think it'd be cool to actually have these lead to something. I mean, obviously I'm not gonna do that right now, because I don't know what's gonna go here. And unfortunately I'm gonna have to light it up in here for now. I like that. It's so much gray. It's so gray. But if we do... Hold on. This'll look good. I have... Let me cook. Like, what if we do, like, a... And it almost looks like there's, like, sludge coming out of it. And then if we do... Well, that can go there. And then we do, like, a bunch of this mossy bricks right here. Alright, let's see what this looks like. Oh, Okay, I think I like it, but I think I need to change one quick thing. Let's see if I can... Oh, place that there, okay. Switch that to the lighter one so I could see it better. Ooh, I think that looks better. I like the lighter one. The green one, like the darker green one is fine up here, but then as it gets darker, I think the lighter one stands out a bit more. I really like that. I think it looks good. And it kind of makes it look a little bit more dynamic, which I like. I mean, again, I still don't love how gray it is because it blends in a lot with the brick behind it, but I think the green looks really good, and I think I like the light on the insides, and if we kind of do that on each side, then it just kind of gives a little more visual interest to each of the walls here. Anyways, yeah, I'm happy with that, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that on each side now. Okay, I'm really liking this so far. Okay, now we just have to do these two. That's number 3. Alright, that is the last of them. All 4 sides are done. I think it looks really good. I think once we get the ceiling in, it'll look even better. I'm not planning on doing that right now. That's something that's going to come a little bit later. I think I'm going to take a break from working on this room, and we are going to move on to something else. I think what I want to do to kind of start finishing up in here, we have all of these rooms to the side here. We have this portal room, which is mostly done. We just need to get the ceiling and then the center column. We have this, oh my gosh, these stupid Endermen in the mud. We have this room with our plants and our spider farm. We have the junk storage, Super-Smelter, and shulker unloader room. And then last but not least, we have this room, which, as you can see, is pretty underwhelming. We have a small little egg farm here, and then a very small manual cocoa bean farm. So what I want to do for the rest of this episode is get everything in these 4 corner rooms finished. So that way next episode we can finish all of the decorating and the building and get this ceiling hopefully finished. And then that way in the next 2 or 3 episodes we should be pretty much wrapped up with all of the stuff going on in here. So that means on our list today, we're gonna make a cocoa bean farm, semi-automatic obviously because you can't really fully automate a cocoa bean farm, so we could do a semi-auto cocoa bean farm. We'll still have our eggs, and then I want to get a real super-smelter put in here because that's pretty much what we're working with right now. I do have this composter too, but I think I'm gonna move this to the other room with the cocoa beans and the chickens just because I'm gonna have more room in there. So yeah, let's get to it. So actually, I guess I should probably move this first too. I'm not gonna make anything huge, just something small and simple. Ooh, I just remembered another problem that we have. So earlier this week, I accidentally broke my tree farm, and I don't know how to fix it on my own, and I have just been too lazy to fix it with the tutorial. However, I am running out of wood, so let me just see if there's anything left here. I don't think there is. 1 spruce log, okay. Oh my gosh! That scared me. Well, unfortunately no logs, so, till I get this fixed, I'm gonna have to, chop them by hand. Got a nautilus shell, though. And 1 spruce log. Not bad. Oh, and you may have noticed that, let me see if I could do it again. You may have noticed in the top corner, can I get it again? Aha, see an achievement up here? I have recently added a mini blocks mod into my game. Actually, sorry, it's not a mod, it's a data pack. I added a mini blocks data pack that lets you just put blocks into a stone cutter, and then you can turn them into mini blocks, which, if some people think that's cheating, whatever. I've never claimed this to be a fully vanilla hardcore world, but I wanted them because I like building, and I think they can add a lot in terms of decorations and building and just making, you know, builds come to life. So, I think I might play around with that a little bit in this room. Might actually push this wall one more. No! Oh my gosh. Well, at least it did that before I put any redstone in, so, I think I'm gonna have fuel input on both sides. Oh wait, I did this on the wrong side. Hold on. One more time. Comparator, repeater, no, like that. Repeater, torch. So then there's stuff in this which turns this off. Then we do 1, 2, 3. So then when this is empty, it's gonna power this block, which is gonna power these rails. Okay, this is what we're working with. These rails on the bottom for the fuel line are going to be powered at all times. The fuel line is just going to go back and forth, taking from both chests. This one at the top, this side's always going to be powered. This side is only going to be powered when this chest is empty. So, for example, let me get the rest of these powered. Now, theoretically, it should work now. So if I put this hopper here, this is for the fuel line, so it's just going to go back and forth. And you can see it's filling these with coal, which is perfect. That's what we want. This chest is currently empty, which means that that is powered. So if I put, there we go. So if I put that there, it's going to start going. But obviously because that chest is empty, it's not filling the furnace with anything. Now, let's say I put 60 andesite in there. Now, this redstone turns off. So it stops powering these rails. Oh, actually, wait, hold on, I messed it up. No, go back. Okay. That was a fail. Okay, so let's try that again. Let's try again. They're going back and forth. That chest is empty. As soon as I put this stone in here, it's going to turn off that rail, which allows the minecart to stop underneath long enough to extract all of the items. And then once this chest is empty again, the rail will turn back on, and then it's going to start filling up the furnaces underneath. Now I am going to put a lever, this one? Let me just make sure. So if the chest is too full and the hopper can't extract all of the, items in the chest in one go, obviously the rail is gonna stay unpowered, which means that my furnaces will basically be broken. So let's say I fill all of this. Obviously that hopper minecart isn't gonna be able to pick up everything, so it's just gonna stay stopped there. If I know that I'm gonna be smelting a lot of stuff like that, I can turn this lever on, which will activate that rail permanently, which I should only need to do this if I know I'm gonna be like batch smelting a lot of stuff. But for the most part, I should be able to just dump it in here and then let it go. That's kind of like my safety switch, I guess. But that's pretty much it. Did you get down here? Why are you so strong? What is happening? What the heck was that? Why was he so strong? Is that new? Okay, so that's our input done. So that should be it. Now we just need to decorate, make it look nice. Cool. That is that. So yeah, the only thing that's gonna be left to do is to decorate it, but I'm not doing that quite yet because I need to go do the cocoa bean farm in the other room. Alright guys, so it's actually been a little while since the previous clip. I was going to do a time lapse for the cocoa bean farm, and it wasn't until I sat down to edit this video that I realized I forgot to record any of it, normally or in flashback. So, you might notice that some stuff looks different in here. I have upgraded the egg farm. I have obviously put in a cocoa bean farm. I have done the floors in here, which I've actually done in each of the rooms. I don't know if you can see the floors in there. I haven't done the walls or the ceiling yet, but we have the floors in. I also made these like garbage cans around so I can either put stuff in the pot, like single items, or I can put like a stack and it'll go through and then it just is shooting into a cactus there. I have a couple of them around the base. I think I have one up here and then one downstairs somewhere. But anyways, yeah, so I'm just gonna kind of explain how the cocoa bean farm works since I completely forgot to record it. So if I come back here, there's a bunch of redstone. If you didn't know, redstone can actually travel up slabs like this. So I have the redstone down here powering these bottom pistons, and then the redstone goes up onto this slab, up to these slabs here, and then up to these pistons at the top. And obviously the repeaters are going to cause a delay. So if I come out here and press this button, it's going to activate these pistons, which will push the wall of logs up. And then the delay is going to then power those pistons afterwards, which will push it back down. Just like that. And then obviously this would be blocked up here, but then all of the cocoa beans fall into the water stream here and get collected down here. I haven't connected this to my storage system yet. That's going to be something for another day. But then when I want to, I guess, replace the cocoa beans, I can just come into here and then place them back. And then once they're fully grown, I just do it again. So unfortunately, we can't have a fully automated farm, but it will make the collection process a little bit faster, and it just kind of looks cool. And, it's a farm that I've never built before, so it was fun to kind of experiment with the redstone, especially with, playing around with the slabs. I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, so that's that. I haven't moved the composter yet. I believe I have it in here. I have the shulker box, so I'm probably going to put it here. And then I think that's all of the farms done. We have the storage. We've got the Super-Smelter going in there. We have all of these farms here, which are all finished. The only thing that I might add in here is, like, I guess a quote-unquote vine farm. Again, not really something you can automate, but I might just make an area to grow vines. But also, I don't really know if I need it, given how many vines there are surrounding me. So, like, if I need some, I can always just collect some, since I'm probably going to be doing some more deforestation soon. Then we have another room, and then the room that we just came from. So I think, unless I'm missing something down here, which I don't think I am, I have a wheat farm down here now, which has been producing pretty well. And then I have the carrot and potato farm over there. And then over there we have the villager breeder. So I think next episode I'm probably going to do the walls of these tunnels and the ceilings. And I do really want to get the ceiling in here finished soon, so if not the next episode, hopefully the episode after that. But we are very close to finishing the basement, and then once this underground bit gets finished, we can come back up and get back to the main build here. But I think that might be it for today's episode. It has been a bit of a shorter episode. I've had a lot of stuff going on in my personal life. My schedule's been kind of crazy, same old, but I still appreciate everybody watching. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next episode.